sometimes when a couple is fighting, they need a third person to enter the room. And our third person is someone that's been waiting patiently to join us here. Again, for the first time ever, we normally are not doing a Boy Green Meets Wudi with callers, excuse me. And now we have one. Terence joins us here on the show. What's up, Terence? Welcome back. We had you on the morning show. Now you're on the afternoon show.
What is going on, fellas? Boy Green and King Wudi.
Come
What's
on,
up?
man.
All right. I've been watching you guys from the beginning, man. You guys are an awesome team, man. Awesome team.
I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
Now, this morning, so my schedule is I get up, get some stuff ready, get on with you, Boy Green, and then I go and do the job. So
of course.
On the way back, I'm in Florida, so it's raining like crazy right now. It's Fort Lauderdale here in Miami. And it's 3:00. So I jumped on and I saw you and Wudi and someone else at the bottom. And I'm like, wait a minute, is this morning time or evening time or what's going on? So I was like, yo, y'all taking calls? So I turned my van into a hovercraft and hovered my craft back to the house so I can get on it because I have to be a part of the first time people are calling in. So thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I made it.
Thank you.
That level of dedication, that is incredible here.
You guys are great. You guys, Jake, all of them. Who else? You got Ian at Jet Central, all of them. Sure. All you guys are amazing. Can't wait to talk with you guys and get on and just continue this great Jet fan base to the future. And yeah, man. So
let's get to this, Terence. Before we get to your notes, let's go to the tail of the tape here. We have the video footage of Allen Lazard's interception today, the Aaron Rodgers interception that was because of Allen Lazard. So let's go to the footage. Thank you, Dan Philcox, a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club. We appreciate you. The video's on Twitter. We're going to go to the tail of the tape. We will determine right now, live, for everybody, who is responsible for this interception. And Wudi tried to defend his man. So let's see what's happening here. So let's play the footage here. I'll turn off the music. I don't care. I don't care about the play-by-play. So here we go. That hit him right in the hands, Wudi. Come on, man.
Definitely.
What are we talking about here? Look at this. Let's look at the footage. Aaron Rodgers drops back. Allen Lazard. Oh! Intercepted.
I wonder what would have happened if it was like a bad throw. Because you clearly watched this before.
As soon as he did it, I just loaded up the video and played it. So I didn't know the video existed.
That's clearly Lazard's fault. To Dave's point, nobody's perfect, Rodgers or Lazard. It's preseason. When it counts, we'll be critical. That
looks wide open. We were unsure of the wide open nature. That looks pretty open here. Where's the coverage? He's like 3 yards away from his guy. What are we talking about here? Yikes.
We already said it.
I'll say this. Nobody's perfect. But on the level of perfect from 1 to 10, I'm picking Aaron Rodgers is perfect. Then Lazard's perfect.
That's fair. That's also extremely fair.
So
that's for damn sure. But go ahead, Terence.
So I don't have a lot of notes. Like I just got in. But I tried to
naturally, right.
I tried to when I came in, you guys were talking about Lazard dropping that pick there. Yeah. So I had a few thoughts and I was waiting a while and I think the thoughts kind of like withered away. So I just want to know what else were you guys talking about before I jumped on? Now I can answer something there.
Yeah, it's first off, so some of the joint practices, I haven't gotten a chance to go to these thoughts, so I'd love them for fresh from you, Terence. The thing that I love is the Jets did the show I was talking about before with Leger Duzable, Caroline Hendershot, EA, and a bunch of the Jets reporters are live on the field. And the most interesting thing isn't what they're saying. So sorry, guys. I'm sure that's interesting too. But the thing I look out for is they turn the camera to the field for joint practices so we get a unique look at one-on-one drills between Carolina Panther players and New York Jet players. I got a chance to tweet one of the clips before the show. I've got a bunch more I'm going to tweet out because I started editing them down. But like Olu Fashanu is playing right tackle for basically the first time in his life. He's done some practice reps like away from the cameras before, apparently at Penn State. But in college, Dane Brugler said he played, quote, 100% of his snaps at left tackle. This is his first week at right tackle, and there's just a random clip of Olu stonewalling a Panthers defensive lineman, hitting him so hard with his lanky, long-ass arms, he sent him crashing to his knees. I was like, damn. Okay, I have no idea who this Panthers defensive lineman is, but he's on their roster and he just got smacked. And there's a bunch of pass rusher one-on-ones with Panthers offensive linemen, which are really good. Let me see. I got the list here. Let me see everybody. There's a good one from Javon Kinlaw. Will McDonald had a nasty spin move. That one's coming out. Likey Fotu, Solomon Thomas, Tack McKinley had one too. And I was like, ooh, baby. We got a few. I know we don't have Hassan Reddick here, but I'm seeing some of these one-on-one reps. That was pretty cool from today's practice. You just see that. You're like, damn, okay.
Yeah, we have a legit 6 offensive starters on our team.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah,
legit.
It feels great.
And then the backups have experience. So I like our offensive line. Like I told you this morning, Paul, if we put every position against all the teams we play against, we'll probably have more checks than the other team.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Douglas did an amazing job. And usually when your back's against the wall and you're a feral cat, you're going to come out clawing and scratching. And when this off season, he went clawing, he went scratching, and you could see the results. I'm not gonna say I'm sick of the Reddick situation. I'm not gonna say I'm sick of it, but there's so much more we can talk about on this great team than him, and that's my thing about it.
Yeah.
But,
and I hope we do, to be honest. I hope for future Boy Green Dailies. I hope for future of these shows, because, again, this one was supposed to be dedicated to Jets-Panthers coverage. I hope we do get to spend the love, and then it's not an every day. All right, like Anchorman, let's go to day 48 of Panda Watch. Oh, has the panda gave birth yet for the Anchorman movie? No. All right, back to you, Todd. All right. Like, that's what I feel like we're doing. Day 48 of Hassan Reddick Watch. Is he back? No, he isn't. All righty. So, man, when do you think he's going to show up, Hassan Reddick? Oh, I don't know. Like, yes, I agree. Let's talk about this team. Yeah.
I'm sick. I've been prescribed to antibiotics. I'm sick of the Hassan Reddick.
Are they effective?
No, because we still talking. We still talking about it right now.
Yeah. Damn straight.
But I gotta agree with Terence's assessment. If you do the checkbox with a lot of teams, I feel like there are only a couple where it's going to be real close. The week 1 opponent being one of them. The 49ers have a really nice roster. But for the most part, the Jets, I would say check for check, come out on top. I like the offensive line, the backup tackles. I can co-sign. Still need, the interior, man. The interior. I don't know.
What do you mean? What do you mean the interior? What do you mean?
So like backup center, right? The guards. I know we've been on the Cole Laval train. And I got a MTA pass. I can be on the Cole Laval train. But just having a backup center that I can trust. We don't have that right now. And the main center that we do have, Joe Tippmann, he did not play a full season last year. He did get injured. It's just I would sleep better at night knowing that there's somebody in the case of injury. For all these guys, I think I feel really good about the tackles. But when we talk about guard, center, guard, Wes Schweitzer is really the only one that I'm confident in being able to jump in as a starter and play at a high level. Everybody else, it's like, crossing fingers.
Well, I'm going to help you sleep better tonight, okay? I think, my opinion, the guys that we're talking about that are not signed with any other team, I bet you they are right there, and they are practicing, and they are ready. And I know that if someone gets hurt within the center and the 2 tackles, there's someone waiting. We just don't know who it is yet. But they're not going to pull and Aaron Rodgers goes down and we don't have a backup quarterback. They're not going to pull that at all this year. So maybe there's just some guys that the other teams are not worried about. So the Jets are not worried about because they're going to be there if needed, but they're not needed right now. And I think if you bring in a backup center, you might give Joe Tippmann a little bit of anxiety, saying, oh, you're going to bring in somebody that might replace me. And like you said, he was a rookie last year. He didn't play the whole season. So I think they do have someone. They're just not on the roster. So we don't know who it is and we can't talk about it.
Yeah, that's an emergency list, which is what most teams keep, just in case. They have their list, speed dial, or I don't know if I can draw this reference for certain people. MySpace 5, they got them right there, potentially. For any of our new viewers, you may not understand that, and hell, even maybe some of the old ones won't. But that's neither here nor there. But I imagine they do have an emergency one that is certainly ready. Just in case. So, Woody, are you going to sleep any easier at night now, getting that info from Terence?
I might like right now. I got both eyes just up, like like just tossing.
Okay, great.
I might be able to close one eye.
Okay. All right. Well, that's
but
progress.
Here's my rebuttal to that. The defense, and this is the coaching.
Whoa. Breaking news. This just coming in. The Falcons are apparently doing work. Justin Simmons off the board. Falcons signed Justin Simmons, 1-year deal, $8 million. They get Judon and Justin Simmons. Hot damn. They already had Jesse Bates on this team, man. Damn, man. What a move. That's just coming in.
I can't lie. I cannot lie.
But they're still not on the Super Bowl contender list, right?
I wouldn't say that. Their division sucks, so they got a very clear path. I don't know if I'd jump to Super Bowl yet, but damn, the NFC kind of sucks, and the roster is really talented. But Kirk Cousins, he's coming off a torn Achilles, and he's even more torn than Rodgers in terms of the recovery and rehab and stuff. So, if he hurt his later is the easiest way to say that. So that'll be interesting. But damn, Justin Simmons to the Falcons.
I would definitely say the Falcons. They would probably be on my list
of Super Bowl teams. Come on,
that could win. What are you talking about? They have a good defense. They have a good offensive line, and
they didn't have a pass rusher till Judon. What do you mean?
And then what are you talking? And now they have Judon. Now they have
one guy.
I
don't know, man. That's a stretch.
I think you sleep on them, and like you said, light division, right? So they get to cakewalk into the playoffs. That's why the Texans. The Texans are a scary team because it's a cakewalk to get a nice spot in the playoffs. And the NFC, in my personal opinion, is not as deep as the AFC. I think the AFC.
got Colts in Jacksonville and even Tennessee. Some people say are feisty. I don't know if it's as much of a cakewalk in the AFC South as you're saying, but interesting.
I think it's an easier path than most. Like the Ravens, Steelers, Brown, every team in that division, they will be dogging it out all season, trying to compete. There will be a little bit of that in other divisions, but there will be absolutely none of that in the NFC South. I think the Atlanta Falcons will be moonwalking to the NFC South Championship, just doing their thing. I think they definitely could do it. Kirk wants that ring. I'm not saying they're my favorites to come out of that conference, but to say it's possible, I think it's possible.
Okay. So teams that got an easy schedule, they get into the playoffs, right? And then they playing teams that had a tougher schedule. They have very hard time beating those types of teams. So they can have that easy schedule. Once they get into the playoffs and they playing that team that done played 3 or 4 playoff teams already, they're gonna have a hard time beating those. So I wouldn't want the easy road to the championship either. I want to bring on them 49ers. Let's go. I want to bring on the Bills with I heard y'all talking about bring them. Let's go. Yeah, you know what? He broke what's his name's ribs the other day. That means we owe him.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Matt Milano. Let's wheel his ass on the field. Okay. you get out there.
If we can't get him, we're gonna get the next one. Who's taking his place? He better have his knees buckling because we coming.
We gotta get you in the locker room, Terence.
Man. Hey, I'm a glass half full type of guy. All day, all night. And so that's the only way to live. Why you gonna go like this monsoon here? Everybody's so scared to drive. They pull over, put their hazards on. I'm like, come on, man. You can't be scared of the rain. You gotta make this rain be scared of you.
Wow.
Hey, it's like parting the Red Sea. Like you driving in the rain, it's like, Terence is there. Move over. Everybody's driving in the rain. I got the sunshine on my car.
Yeah, there you go. Wow, Terence, I love it. He is a man who prefers to live, just exist.
Yes, yes.
I can only respect that.
Hey,
Terrence, and this is a historic show, and I'm so glad that you got to be a part of it calling in, man. Thank you. Appreciate
thank you. Appreciate you guys. And good evening, everyone, all y'all Jet fans.
Appreciate that. There you go.
Absolutely.
Terrence joining us here
Absolutely.
on the show. And before we sign off, this is an incredibly long episode of Boy Green